and I am back with another video for y'all. And once again, I am late to the party. Hey, it is what it is, man. I don't have social media right now. Trust me, I am going to get social media because I missed this whole wave of when people was doing this or whatnot. So I'm definitely gonna get one, but my priorities is that's not on my priority list right now. Maybe it should be, I understand. But right now, I'm trying to build this PC, man, because I need that to get this podcast off the ground. Because right now, this is really just practice. These videos I'm dropping is really just practice until that podcast comes. I'm just trying to get y'all used to my voice or whatnot, and just for me personally, just getting used to being in front of the camera. So I'm gonna get social media. It's just I got other stuff to do right now, man. But that's not why I'm here. Today I am here for this. I'm giving y'all my Mount Rushmore of rap of the 2010s to be exact. And whoever came up with this idea is fire. The year came to an end not too long ago. Not the year, but that decade came to an end not too long ago. I wish I would have did it then. Fire idea. Salute to them, whoever made this idea or whatever. But yeah, man. Got this Mount Rushmore, and to be honest with you, I think a lot of people, I can see a lot of people being on this list. I honestly could, but for me, my criteria is very specific, so it kind of simplified my list for me. One of the particular criterias being they had to have made their career in the 2010s. So people like Kanye West, he's not going to be on this list. Even though with his discography from just the 2010s, he should be on this list. Because he had My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. He had Watch the Throne with Jay-Z and Life of Pablo. A lot of people don't like Life of Pablo. I still think it's up to par with Kanye's. It's not A1 Kanye, but it's still on par with some of his music, man. So those three albums alone is wiping a lot of the artists in 2010s. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. It is the truth, man. And the impact that he had with the fashion, man, come on. He should be on the list, but with my criteria, he didn't make his career in the 2010s. He had late registration in the 2000s, graduation, 808 Heartbreaks. Like, come on, man. Like, he already was established, so I'm not leaving him on. Because you can put people like Jay-Z in it because he was dropping albums in 2010. You can put Eminem on it because he was dropping albums in the 2010s. I'm not doing that. It just wouldn't be fair. So with that being said, I'm gonna give some of my honorable mentions who didn't quite make that list. I already gave y'all Kanye because he 100% should be on this list with his discography just from the 2010s. But we're not doing that, man. Honorable mention. I'm not mad at anybody for putting this person on the list. Well, on their Mount Rushmore, I should say. And that's Travis Scott. Travis Scott, whether you like him or not, man, he has had a huge impact on the rap game. I personally like Travis Scott. I just don't feel like he's had a better body of work than some of these other people. Another honorable mention, I will argue, has a better case than Travis Scott to be on this list, and that's Future. Future, oh, man, talk about mumble rap. Come on, man. He started a whole wave, bruh. He started a whole wave. And I remember when Fuck Up Some Commas came out, that jump was fire. Stick Talk. He had the album with Drake. What is that album? Oh, with Jumpman. What is that? What a Time to Be Alive. I think it's What a Time to Be Alive. And so yeah, man, Future, he is solidified, man, in the 2010s. However, he's not on my Mount Rushmore, man. And we doing it from, we got to add skill into the criteria as well. And it's a couple of these artists that I believe have how should I say this? they don't have the impact as these four that's on Mount Rushmore, but their skill level is on par with them. And one of those rappers being on another one of my honorable mentions is Logic. Logic has to be one of the best rappers of that whole generation, man. Logic is fire. Like, for real, okay? Like, if anybody listens to Logic and don't think he can rap, I'm not taking your opinion serious, bro. Like, I'm really not. I understand, like, towards the latter part of his career, similar to Kanye, he kind of fell off and was doing like some other stuff, trying to be conscious, woke, SJW, all that stuff. I get it, but you can't deny what that man did, bro. That Under Pressure album is a classic, for real. Like, he's a problem. Like, nobody want that smoke, bro. Joyner Lucas is another one. He shouldn't be up here. Just because he's not there yet. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna leave Joyner out of this. But his skill level is on par with these other artists as well. Wale is another honorable mention. His skill level is right there with him. I'm telling you, man, his rapping ability, he's really slept on, and I understand why he gets kind of mad at it. Because, I mean, it's obvious to me that Wale's just, his pen, it's up there with the best, man. Lotus Flower Bomb, that help, man, come on, bro. Oh, man, I can reminisce with that some of his music, man. Ambition. Whoo! Wale is fire. But he didn't quite make the list, man. So right now we're gonna get started with the first person on Mount Rushmore, and this is not in any particular order or anything. I'm just going from whatever. First one come to my head, my personal favorite. That's your boy J. Cole, man. J. Cole. I personally think that he don't really get the respect that he quite deserves, and he kind of getting overshadowed by some of the other artists from his generation, which it's really a shame, because I personally feel like J. Cole is doing something that the other artists in his generation haven't did quite yet. And I'm kind of give a little bit of comparisons in these when I name them. I personally feel like you can do a comparison for the rest of these people that's on the list or on the Mount Rushmore. I don't really think J. Cole has I mean, you can, like, his style, of course, he has like similar styles or whatnot to some people, but for what he did to what he's going, because, okay, how should I explain this? I don't think people understand what he's done just yet, but once time kind of progresses and that album ages, which is KOD, when KOD ages and people start actually listening to what he was saying on the album, bruh, he did something on that album that I personally feel nobody else has done in the rap game. And I'm not super diverse in rap like that. So I'm not gonna say it, but for me, the people that I've listened to, it's not too many people that's done what J. Cole did. And he's painting the picture for you, and he's telling you what people are going through, and people can feel the music. But not only that, he's actually giving answers on how to get out of these situations, man. I mean, what you got? I don't really see any other artists. Maybe Jay-Z was kind of giving answers. Pop was giving answers a little bit, just a little bit. They wasn't really giving answers, man. But in KOD, he kind of painted, like, and that's throughout the album. He's painting a picture of what kids on drugs going through in these days, man. And he's kind of slowly edging you on to what you can do to kind of stop this. And towards the end of the album, he kind of get into what you need to do to just get out of that situation, not kind of hang around them people or whatnot. But yeah, man, J. Cole is very special to me. And I mean, I can listen to, like, he got so many tracks where I can just listen to it and it's just, he talking straight to me, like real talk, man. And it's a shame that he don't get the credit that he deserved, but Oh my goodness. He definitely he made his stamp on this game. And obviously his skill level is on par with the next people that I'm gonna name. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make a separate video of like the best albums of these people on the Mount Rushmore as well. So I'm gonna kind of leave that out of this video. But J. Cole, you got the stamp. You moving on. Your face is on there. Next up, I'm going to have to put Kendrick Lamar. I mean, it's obvious. This man is another person that really, I don't really know. Kendrick has done something as well that's quite impressive. Like with his young career, he's been able to kind of put himself in the forefront in that conversation. In a lot of people's minds, I'm not necessarily sure that I'm there yet, but he put himself in the back of people's heads, like you're gonna have to put this man in the conversation as the greatest rapper of all time. Me personally, I can't do it right now just because it's just too early for me. That's really all it is. But when you look at his discography, his albums, bro, he has the best album on the Mount Rushmore. Out of all the people on the Mount Rushmore, I personally feel that he probably has the most impactful album. I would definitely say most impactful album. And for me, man, to do that at such an early age, that's impressive, dog. That is very impressive. To Pimp a Butterfly, oh my goodness. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna try and get too much into it, but like the body of work that he's got into, because I do want to make a separate video on it. But To Pimp a Butterfly, you gotta, like, that is one of the greatest albums of all time. It really is, man, and it's gonna stand the test of time. It already has stood the test of time, and you can put that with any album, and it's gonna hold its own. So, Kendrick, you another one, man. You got that stamp. You moving on, moving on to the next round. Third, obviously, is Drake. Drake has transformed what rapping is, and some people say it's a bad thing. Other people say it's a good thing. I mean, for me, you just can't discredit what he's done. Period. You cannot discredit what this man Drake has did for the rap game. His impact on this game is, I mean, if you get a feature with Drake, or if you get that co-sign with Drake, your career, that's what it's doing. That's what it's doing, man. Oh my goodness. That junk is crazy. For me personally, I do wish that we would get a little more of the rapping Drake, not the kind of pop star Drake, as he would like to say. You know, he kind of transformed into not just a rapper, but he's definitely like a pop star now. It's crazy. He definitely took that transition, and the number of hits that this man, nobody want to do a versus with this man. Nobody wants to do a versus with this man, bro. Like, I think the only way that someone could actually beat him in a versus is if they like narrow it down to like 20 songs. Then maybe someone has a chance. Because if you just go, if you just music for music, Drake's never gonna stop. He's just gonna keep laying them out. Because he just got too many hits, man. And whether you like them or not, you can't deny that they are hits. Like, that's just a fact of the matter. And you got to put him on the list, man. You got to put him on the mount. You have to put him on the. I can't talk. I can't talk. You have to put him on the Mount Rushmore of these 2010s, man. Because I don't really see a run like this. I don't know anybody, maybe Jay-Z, because he wasn't really putting out hits like Drake is, though. Like Jay-Z, he has the longevity aspect of it, but he wasn't putting out hits like Drake is putting out hits, man. Like, I think every year this man has been dropping, like, just hit after hit. Like, every year. That's crazy. Well, like I said, whether you like it or not, it's a hit, nonetheless. Can't deny the numbers on that. So he's on the list. Now, those three, I think obviously everyone has them on the list. So, you know, they're the big three, or if you want to call it. But I think this artist definitely gets this is from my criteria now. From my criteria. This person has had the impact on the game as well as the pen. The skill level is there. Not quite as much as these other people that's on the list. However, you cannot deny the impact. I mean, come on, man. That's Nicki. Nicki Minaj, I'm sorry. I understand that people might not like this. However, because I haven't seen that list of I just seen someone say something about LeBron, and I did hear he left Nicki Minaj off of his list, and I was like, what? That's crazy. And I tried to think of why he would, but when I got down to it, I was like, you honestly can't leave Nicki off of this list. So that's where I'm coming from with it. What was her first album? Was it the Pink Friday? Pink Friday, when that came out, Nicki Minaj, bro, she shot like the impact that she had with Pink Friday, with Roman's Revenge, was it Super Bass was on it? Come on, man. Those two songs alone is wiping it. Like I said, I'm leaving Kanye out of this. And Logic and Wale, they have the skill level, but they don't have the impact. Nicki has the skills, maybe not as to the level as Logic, Wale, Kendrick, Drake, and Cole. She don't have a pen like that. However, she does have a pen, and her impact is honestly, you can argue she had a bigger impact than, and this is just to the public. You're gonna argue that she had just as big as an impact as J. Cole. That's a fact. You can argue that for sure. Maybe even a bigger impact than J. Cole. Maybe not in the long run. Like I said, when people actually listen to J. Cole, they gonna understand. But for the 2010s and the impact that she had in the 2010s, man, come on, man. 5-star check. I don't think that came out in the 2010s, but I mean, come on, man. Oh, she has to be on the list. And for Nicki to be on this list and Drake to be on this list, that really speaks to the level that Lil Wayne was on, man. I'm kind of getting off subject, but it is what it is. People don't give the respect to Lil Wayne anymore. Because in the 2000s, Lil Wayne, for a good minute, was the best rapper in the game. For a good minute now. I personally thought that Eminem was the best, but as far as like hits and like just skill level, man, Wayne, he had the game for a good little minute, man. It wasn't long lasted, but I think when Carter 3 came out, everybody was like, he might be the best rapper in the game right now. Then Eminem was like, nah, let's get on this track No Love together and let's see who's really the best. And it is what it is after that. However, man, Lil Wayne, the impact that he had on this game, that can't be denied. You have to tell the story of Lil Wayne when you tell the story of hip hop, because That means you're gonna leave off Nicki. That means you're gonna leave off Drake. Come on, man. I mean, that's huge for me. But yeah, man, that's my Mount Rushmore. You got Nicki, you got Drake, you got Cole, you got Kendrick. I think it's kind of obvious once you put it into perspective and once you get an actual criteria of it. So that's my Mount Rushmore and whatnot. Y'all like it, hit that thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff, man. But I'm gonna be doing another list of what these art, like which album was the best out of these artists. Also, like their own personal best album. I kind of want to get more into that, so that's why I was kind of leaving stuff off of it or whatnot. So yeah, man, that's gonna do it for me. Till next time, y'all. We out of this thing.